When I was a little girl, we used to go to Disneyland every year. It was always the end to our summer vacation, and my father would always make it such a wonderful special trip. We would start off and get there early in the morning. We would spend the day at Disneyland, and then about 2 o'clock, we would go back to our hotel. We would take a nap. We would go swimming, and then we would take showers and get dressed up and go back to the park and have dinner at the Hawaiian show. And we just thought this was one of the most special things in the whole wide world. Then we would go home and stay overnight in a hotel, which was very unusual at that time. Most people who lived in Los Angeles just went for the day, but we would go and my dad would make it something incredibly special. The next morning we would get up and we'd go back to the park and we'd spend about a half of a day. Back in those days, there were still tickets. You would use the e-tickets for your most favorite and special rides, and then you would still make sure that you used all the other tickets too, otherwise it was a waste of money. So you would go on the horse rides, and we would go to the arcade. We really used everything that we possibly could. Tom Sawyer's Island was one of my favorite things, and that was one of the lower tickets at the time. And then just to make it super special at the end, my dad would let us choose a ride to go on again, which was an e-ticket, and he would buy more e-tickets. He always made sure that we had Disneyland popcorn, ice cream, and made it just the most special, wonderful time. So when my kids were born, we also still lived in Los Angeles, and we carried on that tradition and did the same thing. We would go and stay overnight and basically replicate that same experience. My kids to this day, Disneyland is still one of their very, very favorite places. We usually go and still stay overnight, even though we don't have to. We could just go and do the things we wanted to do in a day. And often we just choose to go to the main park because it's the most special and magical. Everyone loves the Peter Pan ride and the Matterhorn, and these things were all there when I was a little kid. We never go without having popcorn, and we almost always go back and take a shower and go back again in the evening when we feel rested and refreshed to enjoy some more of the fun and the experiences. You don't need a ticket anymore. You just pay one price to get in. And we've used all kinds of things. There used to be parent switch passes. There are all kinds of new things to do and see, and it's still one of our favorite places to go as a family.